that was a game. But you know what? I'm going to start this post game out with some good vibes, some positive vibes. The game's still going on. And I want to shout out somebody before I even hit that intro. And that's Julian. What is up, Julian? If you don't know who Julian is, he's a huge fan of mine. Great guy. Great. He watches all my stuff. Julian, your dad, Derek, hit me up. Julian the man. What is up, Julian? Well, let's jump into this. What is up, Fin fans? The game's still on. There's 2:05 left in the game, but the Dolphins are down 32-20. I'm going to spread some more positivity. I'm going to talk about my man, Sean Sleipler, and clean the world. I gotta do something positive because holy crap, was this bad. Go check him out, cleantheworld.org. I'm actually wearing one of his shirts because I took my jersey off because it pained me to wear it. Go check him out. Does fantastic things. People of need, third world countries, natural disasters, get some water, cleaning kits, all that stuff. Sean, thank you so much for sponsoring today's video. So the game is still going on, but God, this team sucked. Tyler Huntley, 22 for 37, 200 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. He had a 60.6 completion percentage. He also had a fumble. I'll talk about him in a second. Devon Achane, 11 carries, 121 yards, and a touchdown. The man is just the future of this team. Jonnu Smith, 8 catches, 52 yards, and a touchdown. Malik Washington, 4 for 4 catches, 48 yards. Another future of this team. Tyler Huntley, 4 fumbles, 1 for a loss. Jonnu Smith had a fumble for a loss as well. And we had 3 sacks on the day, a sack and a half from Sealer and a half from Emmanuel Ogbah. And Tyler Dotson had the crazy interception. And then on the flip side, Aaron Rodgers looked like the Aaron Rodgers of old. 23 for 36, 274 yards, 4 touchdowns, and 112 passer rating. We shut down their run for the most part. 12 carries, 57 yards for Breece Hall, 4 for 41 from Isaiah Davis. Devontae Adams just picking on Storm Duck all day, 6 for 88 and a touchdown. Allen Lazard had 3 for 71 and a touchdown. Tyler Conklin had 2 for 16 and a touchdown. And Breece Hall had 3 for 5 and a touchdown. Again, 4 touchdowns on the day. Gibson had a fumble that was recovered, and they had 2 sacks on the day. Half a sack from Hassan Reddick, half from Will McDonald the fourth, and Javon Kinlaw with the other sack. And then Ashton Davis had the 2 interceptions. As a team, we sucked overall. You know, I'm going into the stats and stuff. We were bad. They had 22 first downs. We had 18. They had more yards. We had turnovers. They had more first downs. We had more at the time of possession, but it didn't really matter. So it didn't matter if we won or not because the Denver Broncos destroyed the backups of the Kansas City Chiefs, like wholeheartedly, just completely destroyed the backups of the Kansas City Chiefs. That being said, this team played pitiful. Now, the defense, for the most part, played really well, and then they just started falling apart and giving up big plays, and just all these things started happening. Tyler Huntley played really, really, really bad. He played really, really, really well against the Cleveland Browns last week, and then this week, he played really, really, really bad. Like, it was bad. He kept trying to do things. He kept pump faking instead of just throwing the ball. He was causing fumbles because he was trying to make plays that weren't there. And it's just one thing after the other after the other. Offensive line was the offensive line. It wasn't good. It wasn't bad. It is what it is. You know, Tyler Huntley had Teron Armstead. He had Patrick Paul. He had Tyreek Hill. He had Jalen White. He had them all. He had the offense there. It was bad. We scored 20 points. We scored 6 points in the first 3 quarters. It was just bad. Play calling was horrible. Oh. So much I need to talk about, and my brain is going 500 miles an hour because it's all bad. There's no way, as Stephen Ross, you sat there and watched this game and think to yourself, I'm going to bring them back. Mike McDaniel, Chris Greer, I'm going to bring them both back. Let's run it back one more year. I think they can pull it together. Because it was, The play call, he is now 4 for 19 on challenges. Stop listening to the guy upstairs that is telling you to challenge the play, because he obviously doesn't know what he's talking about. Also, why is he still on the team? There's that. The screenplays, they're not working. He throws another fade to Tyreek Hill in the end zone. It didn't work. He pitches the ball. He constantly is pitching the ball, which ends up being a 4-yard loss because it's tackled behind the line of scrimmage. For some reason, Mike McDaniel will see plays not work and then continue to run them. Like, explain that to me. Explain it to me like I'm a child. Hey, these screenplays aren't working because teams know we're only going to run screenplays, and it's not because of Tua, because he did a ton with Tyler Huntley. We're going to run screenplays, so you know what we're going to do? We're going to run a screenplay. Oh, they tackled it for a loss. You know what? Run it to the other side. Maybe they won't expect it on the other side. Oh, tackle for a loss. Like the first drive on offense. 3 passes. I went like this. 3 passes. 2 of them were screenplays. 3 and out. Then we had the Dotson interception. Then 3rd and 2, we had a bad pass from Tyler Huntley. Then they had a trick, forced a punt on defense. Then Tyler Huntley had an off pass. And then and our defense was doing great again. It's like 1, 2, huge Achane run. Achane runs it all the way down the flipping field. Get in the red zone. First run, no blocking. Tackle for a loss. What does he do after that? Screen. 2 back-to-back screens. They're not working. And that is my biggest frustration with Mike McDaniel, is going into halftime, going into the season, going into the bye week. You can see these things aren't working, and he doesn't make an adjustment. He keeps calling them. Hey, we're consistently getting tackled for loss on these pitch plays because our interior offensive line isn't good enough to block these pass rushers from coming, because they have to pull on these pitch plays. Keep running them. That's why the pitch plays don't work. Let me show you real quick. What I'm talking about. Because you got the offensive line, then you got the quarterback, and you get in a pistol, right? You're going to pitch it this way, right? And you got your receiver here. You see this? The guard has to pull on a pitch play to block, and the receiver's got. The guard has to pull as well when there's a pitch play. Our guards suck. So you're depending on a sucky guard to pull on a pitch play and block when he can't block normally, and you keep running it. I saw a play where he just turned around, handed the ball off to Jalen Wright. It was only 3 or 4 yards, but that's what you want, man. You want your running backs to get ahead of steam ahead of them, to run forward. Just take off running, give them the ball, keep going, not have to, and then plant their foot and try to get off. And what boggles my mind is he was the run game coordinator for the San Francisco 49ers. They both need to go. You see what was put on the field today. Season was on the line. Regardless of what was happening with Denver, don't watch Denver, put your blinders on. Season's on the line. And this is what you did. And you can't even sit here and be like, oh, this and that, and this guy's out and that. No, because the only guys that were out were the guys on IR. We had Hill, we had Waddle, we had Jonnu. We had Teron. Teron actually played really well. And this is what you put out on the field. They got to go. Like, there's no way on God's green earth Stephen Ross can watch this and see how we ended the season with a losing record of 8-9 for the first time in 5 years, first losing record, and think, let's run it back. There's no way. Now I'm going to make a video. I'm going to record a video tonight for tomorrow, kind of looking more into this game, maybe a deeper dive, or where do we go from here? Because I'm still going to do a year in review this week, and I'm going to do a bunch of stuff. But I'm going to release that video very early because I'm hoping and praying to God that either tonight or tomorrow they get fired. Because this is just unacceptable, man. I'm sorry. I know some people like McDaniel and think he could be the next best thing, but if you don't give up the play calling when you see that it is too much on your plate, and Mika Kimes came out with something that we're also going to look at when we look at the year in review. We're going to look at tomorrow possibly. It's just you got to fire him. Everyone and their mother is seeing how you should have built this team and how, it shouldn't have been such a drop off from Tua to the backup quarterback, and the offense shouldn't have been, so convoluted. It's got to go, man. It can't happen. I'm at that point right now. Now, do I think they're going to get fired? I don't know. Like, they're still rotating Liam Eichenberg and Isaiah Wynn today. It's just so much stuff that it's just like, it's so blatantly obvious that you should just stop doing it, and they don't. So we'll see. If they do get fired tonight, I'll make a video. If they get fired tomorrow, I'll make a video. I'm still going to make my pre-planned video for tomorrow, so you'll get that. And then if the firing happens, I'll instantly run downstairs and make that video. But this is just a horrible way to end the season, man. You started 2-6 and you fought back to this. And again, I wasn't one to think they would make the playoffs. I wasn't one to say, if they deserved it or not, but this is sad. This is fireable offense right here. The way they played against Cleveland was bad, but they ended up winning. This is bad. You gotta get fired, man. And you see that, Gerard Mayo got fired, and you see all these guys making the moves because there are good candidates out there. Now's the time, Steven. Don't wait another year. Don't pull what you did with Philman and all these guys. Do what you got to do. I'll see you guys either later tonight with breaking news, or I'll definitely see you tomorrow. But usual, stay classy and fins up.